Hello everyone, welcome to my channel DG Learning. I am Ranjita and I am going to give you the notes of semester 4 paper 8B, that is knowledge and curriculum. Okay, in the last video I've already uploaded the unit 4, notes of unit 4, that was curriculum planning and development, and now I'm going to upload unit 5, that is curriculum transaction. Okay, some points are there, not too much, so let us start. First point is classroom transaction. Classrooms are now considered to be the centers to facilitate learning among children. The NCEF 2005 considers teachers as facilitators of learning. Students are treated as creative learners. The teachers are supposed to create cognitive environment for facilitating learning. This demands creative thinking, planning, organization, and management of classroom process on the part of the teacher. Planning is the foundation of all management. In education, it involves teachers making curriculum decisions regarding what students are to learn and instructional decisions regarding the learning experience to be provided in the classroom. While planning cannot eliminate unexpected events, without planning, all events become unexpected. Next point is time. And ensuring e-professional preparation of the teacher like unit plan, lesson plans, RTE norms, minimum number of working hours per week for teachers, 45 hours including preparatory hours, and collecting of relevant teaching learning resources before stepping into the class and learning transaction in the classes shall happen successfully in every school. Next is place. Classroom arrangements should be conducive to a variety of activities. This furniture should be functional and comfortable. Movable bulletin boards which can be used as partitions for group work can be helpful. Next is material. Learning material including aids and appliances are often needed. It's OF, okay? Often needed in the classroom should not only be available but accessible to pupils. It saves teachers time from routine allotments for more creative work. Display arrangements for products provide recognition to a pupil's work. Small books as per the class standards have to be collected and to be kept in the reading corners to develop the early reading habits. Ensure that the schools having classes 1 and 2 shall have running boards to enable the children to reach and improve writing skills. It provides the opportunity for the learners to develop motor skills by scribbling, freehand curves, drawings for learning alphabets and numbers. Next is the plan of lessons. Lesson plan or planning of a lesson means the planning of a daily lesson related to a particular aspect, that is unit, of a subject to be covered by the teacher in a specified period for the realization of some stimulated instructional objective. Davies defines lesson plan as management of learning, planning, organizing, leading and controlling by a teacher. Besides, a lesson plan must be prepared as there is nothing so injudicious to a teacher's progress as unpreparedness. Preparation of curriculum materials and activities. Curriculum materials are educational resources that provide curriculum and instructional experiences for preschool through 12th grade, that is P12 students. These materials are used by educators to develop curricular and lesson plans and may also be used in actual instructional situations with P12 students. The purpose and importance of teaching and learning materials is to make lessons interesting, learning easy, and enable teachers to easily express concept. Learning materials can significantly increase learners' achievement by supporting learning. Next is the modes of curriculum transaction. Curriculum transaction is the effective and desired implementation of the curriculum contents on the basis of aims and objectives listed in the curriculum. Curriculum transaction incorporates effective planning for providing learning experiences for its learners, organization of planning, administration, implementation of the organized planning, and evaluation of the implementations by the implementer and the experts in the relevant field. Transactional modes have essentially been of two categories. First one is the face-to-face mode. The face-to-face mode refers to instructional interactions in which learners and the teacher transact a curriculum in a face-to-face situation. This mode includes inputs like seminars, discussions, lectures, demonstrations, and any activity involving direct interaction between the learners and the teacher. The face-to-face mode is the oldest and the most widely between the learners and the teacher. The face-to-face mode is the oldest and most widely accepted mode. Obviously, at a time when electronic media were not available and even the print medium was unknown, the most easily accessible channel for transmission of knowledge and for communication was through face-to-face interaction with the teacher. With printing and the public school system, textbooks became available and assumed significance. Over the years, the print medium has provided support to oral communication with the teacher as the main focus in schools. Next is the distance mode. The distance mode, as the term indicates, pertains to all kinds of interactions between the teacher and learners in which they are not in direct contact with one another and require a third channel or medium for contact. These include the print, audio, video, or any other mode. Open learning systems generally utilize such modes. Due to the indirectness of the contact of the distance between the teacher and the learner, none of these media can be itself suffice for effective instruction. They are therefore used in combination in order to make experiences more realistic and meaningful. Of late, more interactive media have been designed and utilized, such as interactive satellite televisions or teleconferencing. The two modes need not be actually exclusive. Correspondence education acquired significance as an alternative to teacher talk in India with increased availability of printing facilities. As correspondence education widened with the emergence of open learning system, the media of transaction were diversified to include audit, visual, and audiovisual mechanisms. More recently, interactive television has become to be used for communication of knowledge. The use of media has resulted in new roles for a teacher, that a designer and developer of these media, making them suitable for instructional purposes, and that of a user of these during instruction. Next is the resource management. Managing resources is about selecting, developing, and adapting materials and resources for the classroom. It also involves using them effectively and evaluating their effectiveness. Managing resources involves selecting resources with an awareness of a range of available sources from which to select materials, a range of media, example digital, audiovisual, print, relevant to learners' need and context. Clear criteria for the selection of materials and resources based on my learners' needs and syllabus fit. Developing and adapting materials resources. Using a range of authoring tools where available, which it with my learners' need and the syllabus. Managing resources is about selecting, developing, and adapting materials and resources for the classroom. It also involves using them effectively and evaluating their effectiveness. Managing resources involves selecting resources with an awareness of a range of available resources from which to select materials, a range of media, example digital, audiovisual, print, relevant to learners' needs and context, clear criteria for the selection of materials and resources based on my learners' needs and syllabus fit. Developing and adapting materials and resources. Using a range of authoring tools where available, which it with my learners' needs and syllabus, which are professional, attractive, and accessible, which conform to copyright regulations and acknowledge sources, which are culturally appropriate by sharing and collaborating with colleagues, using materials effectively in the classroom with appropriate pedagogical strategies, making effective use of stationary equipment and technology to support learning, developing and maintaining a system for storing and retrieving materials, articulating the rationale for the resources I used to my colleague learners and others, evaluating the effectiveness of the materials and resources used, reflecting on my approach to developing and managing materials and resources to meet learner outcomes. Next, last point is the assessment mechanism. The purpose of assessment is to gather relevant information about student performance or progress or to determine student interest to make judgment about their learning process. After receiving this information, teachers can reflect on each student's levels of achievement as well as on specific inclinations of the group to customize their teaching plans. Continuous assessment provides day-to-day feedback about the learning and teaching process. Assessment can reinforce the efficacy of teaching and learning. It also encourages the understanding of teaching as a formative process that evolves over time with feedback and input from students. So this was the unit 5 of paper 8B, that is knowledge and curriculum. You can take the notes, you can take the screenshot. All the points are included here. Whatever is coming in the Kolhan University, whatever the syllabus of Kolhan University is there, सारे के सारे points मैंने cover up किया है. So next video में मैं आपको unit 6 के notes देने वाली हूँ. Last इसका unit बचा हुआ है. Then we'll start with the next next subject to next paper. ठीक है? If this video is helpful for you, then please like this video and subscribe my channel. Okay? Thank you for watching.